We absolutely do.
They get to come to school and they get to see this? Really?
You're right, they do.
Really? That is just, I mean,
Would you prefer that they didn't?
You are grown-ups.
Are you advocating censorship?
You are grown-ups.
Are you preaching or are you trying to have a conversation?
I'm telling you that you guys have got to be kidding.
Are you judging us?
Seriously.
Are you judging us?
I'm saying you have to be kidding.
Well, you know that high school students are having this done all the time in our state. That's not a judgment. That's a statistic from the Washington State Department of Health.
In fact, we do. I mean, both legally.
I have a copy of the Constitution if you wanted to see it. It's not a protest.
You're right. She said you've got to be serious.
We are serious.
Hi, are you a pamphlet, please? Yeah. I'd love to read more. What do you think about abortion? Well, I believe that it's a woman's right to choose what goes on in her own body. So I am for abortion. But I just was wanting more info on you guys' side of it, I guess.
Do you think it is her own body?
Yeah.
Why do you
think this is my body because, you know, I'm a person, I'm a human, this is my organs, you know. If I don't want to have a baby, especially at my age, then I'm not going to have a baby.
But from the moment of conception, that baby is genetically distinct from the mother. It has its own set of DNA, its own fingerprints, it's going to look completely different. It's a completely separate entity scientifically.
No, I understand that, but for me, there's not an emotional, like, there might be a little bit, there might be a second where I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't, you know, but this can ruin my life, especially at my age. I'm not even 17 yet, and if I have a child, if I get pregnant, then I don't want to have to deal with that.
Do you think it's okay to take another human life to make your own life less complicated?
See, this is how you guilt trip people into your cause. I
I'm not
understand.
guilt tripping, it's a logical question. If it's a human being, it doesn't matter why you're taking it, you're still taking the human life. And so you have to flesh your own logic out to its furthest ends, and that is what you're saying, basically.
A middle finger's not an argument, dude.
What?
I said a middle finger is not an argument.
I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't laugh, but that's awesome.
And I understand that this is a religious organization thing, right? Like
We are a society of Christians, yeah.
Okay. So I have a question. Do you think that God, who in the Bible killed millions of men, women, and children, would really care about abortion?
Absolutely.
Really?
God gives life, and God has every right to take it away. He's always just to do so because we commit evil. The reason the world is falling apart is because human beings are evil, and we do horrible, destructive things to each other and to his creation. So God is always just to take life. We are not. That's not our decision.
I've heard kind of a lot of people's various justifications for, like, both sides of the abortion debates. Things like that. And I was kind of curious about your guys' side.
Where we're coming from?
Yes.
Oh, where we're coming from is that every human is created in the image and likeness of God and has value. And unjustly taking that life is murder. And that has happened 56 million times since Roe versus Wade passed in 1973.
Okay.
But what about,
yeah, like the,
What about the cases of rape?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if a woman is raped and gets pregnant, does killing her baby unrape her? Do you become unraped by the act of killing a child?
Yeah, I know.
I'm not offended at all by what you're saying, but I am saying that the killing of this child isn't going to heal her. It's going to cause more damage.
Yeah.
Women are psychologically and physically damaged by abortion. Most of them have trouble getting pregnant again. Some of them can't get pregnant ever again. most of them have serious depression issues, a lot of different things going on in their heads. So it's adding insult to injury. It's adding to what's already there. And if this is a human being, why would it be okay to take a human life because of the circumstances it was conceived?
Oh, I thought these were going to be the heads.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I was like, oh, hell no. Thank you.
You guys want one?
What are you guys doing?
We are handing out literature, which we're almost out of, and talking about abortion.
Oh, so you guys are the
Talking about abortion or about against abortion?
Both.
Okay. So, why are you guys against abortion, real quick? Just asking.
Because it's a human life.
Because of human life. But what about the parent who's potentially going to have this kid and not be able to support them?
If your parents got poor, could they kill you?
No, that's
Why is it different?
because this hasn't become a human yet.
When
How
what?
do you know that? What's your standard of judging them?
Having tangible thoughts and being able to
How do you measure that?
Okay. But what about the people who have these kids and can't support them, and then all the other people who don't want to help them pay child support because it's just
Is it okay to kill the child in that circumstance? You're going back to your first argument instead of answering what we were just talking about. How do you figure out when life begins? Because the standard that you just gave me is pretty arbitrary. It's really hard to measure when a person's thoughts begin.
okay.
And geneticists all agree, biologists all agree, that egg meets sperm, human being.